Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday morning, June 28th. And we are looking at Window Traders Market Profile, SPY, IWM, Triple Qs. You know, we talk about a lot of times when we have wide pointed controls and how they end up, whether it's an upside or downside destination, and then the next day it seems to be on the other side. Well, here it is once again, as that's the case, as we had an 11 wide pointed control, which is going to be an upside destination, and now with 75 minutes to go, looks like it's going to be a downside destination. Pretty amazing how that seems to occur a lot. Russell attempting to get into that gap, that first gap that they have on the upside, and finish it off. We'll see if they're able to do that. Once again, M period, right? They try to push lower, and it's pretty meaningless for the next day, right? We say that day of, it's so tough to tell what they're trying to do. ES has a poor low, SPY does not, but they all pushed lower, right? We price probed barely in SPY and in Triple Qs, and yet look where we're trading early this morning. Pre-market volume not very heavy. Right now it's at, well, it's very light actually, under 400,000. Again, yesterday was a very small range and the volume was very light. We're starting to contract here as we head into the summer months. We have been incredibly fortunate for almost a full 6 months of this year to have incredible ranges and pretty good volume. We're still averaging 108 million for the year. Overnight high in SPY is 391.52. Overnight low is 388.35. So again, if we're able to take out yesterday's high, the daily is up now, so is the weekly. So we had pretty much a consolidation day yesterday, even though we took out the previous day's high. And it's nothing wrong with that. Even if we consolidate some more today, I have no problem with that before they try to start their next leg up. It's healthier, in fact. But if they do take out yesterday's high, again, the ES will be battling to get above and get acceptance above the 20-day moving average, whereas SPY is still below it by about $2 and change from yesterday's high. We'll see when it opens this morning. So game plan for this morning. Right now they're attempting to open with higher value but in balance. Can you take a short against yesterday's high and the overnight high if they're pretty much where they are right now? Sure you can. They're within like 16, 20 cents of each other. So the first time, excuse me, first time up there, if you're to get that, you can take a put play to see if they front run it like they usually do. That would be one put play. On a pullback, again, you want to stay with higher value so you can see what happens at value high. Any acceptance back into yesterday's value, you will go trade at that 11 wide point of control. That's pretty much, I think, very good odds on that if you get acceptance back into yesterday's value. If we gap higher in the next 75 minutes, again, it depends on the magnitude of the gap. We'll see if it's above ES's 20-day moving average. Again, then, if that's the case, you can take a long against A's high. And then, on the chart, just show you the daily. Monthly is down, weekly is up, and the daily is up. So here's your daily. I did a consultation last night, and we're trying to differentiate the time frames and what we're looking at. Right now, the next big destination on the upside in both the monthly and the weekly is right here. This daily high of 417.44. That's their next destinations. But there's a lot more pit stops and local stops on the daily to get there. Tremendous amount more. We have the 20. We have a large gap. We have single prints from inside the 9th. We have the 50-day moving average. So even though eventually that might be the ultimate goal for these algos to get to last month's high and the next big weekly high prior to whatever this week's high is, there will be a lot of local stops on the daily, and that's something we can't forget. But right now the daily is up as they attempt to take back some of those reference points. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. Good luck trading today. I will be leaving a little early today, so the recap will be later this afternoon.